Kobe Bryant, one of the best basketball players of all time and arguably the greatest of his generation. We all know kung gaano karami siya umiskor sa isang laro. In NBA history, meron lang tatlong player na nakapag-iskor ng 60 plus points in 5 or more games. These are Michael Jordan with 5, Kobe with 6, and Wilt Chamberlain with 32. Ngayon ay pag-uusapan natin ang 6 na 60-point games ni Kobe Bryant. Una ay ang 60-point game niya kontra Memphis Grizzlies. Kobe scored a total of 60 points in 45 minutes with 24 in the first half and 36 in the second half. He led the Lakers on a 121-119 victory and kitang-kita sa laro, score at minutes niya na kinailangan talaga siya ng Lakers para mapanalo nila ang laro. No stat padding happened. It was a close game all throughout, ang daming lead changes, but in the end, Kobe sealed the win for them in the clutch. On the other side, Memphis Grizzlies star player Pau Gasol actually scored 35 points and grabbed 15 rebounds and later on was traded to Lakers, and the rest is history for Kobe and Pau winning 2 championships. What's crazy about his game? Bago yung 60-point game na ito ay nag-score si Kobe ng 65 at 50, pagkatapos naman ay nag-score siya ng 50 at 43, leading the Lakers on a 5-game winning streak after a 7-game losing streak. Pangalawa ay ang 61-point game niya kontra ang New York Knicks. Kobe scored a total of 61 points in just 36 minutes with 34 in the first half and 27 in the second half. He, along with Pau Gasol, who actually scored 31, led the Lakers on a 126-117 victory against the Knicks. This game actually made Kobe the record holder for the most points in a game held at the Madison Square Garden, surpassing Bernard King with 60 and Michael Jordan with 55. It was just crazy seeing Kobe play this game kasi halos lahat ng tira niya ay well-defended jump shots. There's just no stopping him. Even the New York Knicks fans gave him MVP chants and a standing ovation at the end of the game. Later on that year ay nakuha na rin ni Kobe ang kanyang 4th championship and first finals MVP. Pangatlo ay ang 62-point game niya kontra Dallas. This 62-piece is actually his first 60-plus point game ever. Kobe scored a total of 62 points in just 33 minutes and finished the game with a plus-minus of plus 35. He did all that in just 3 quarters. 62 in 3 quarters. Grabe ang kainitan ng pinakita ni Kobe against a Dirk-led Dallas, which by the way, made into the NBA Finals that season. Ang susunod na highest scorer sa Lakers that game ay si Chris Mim, who had 9 points. What's crazier about this is Kobe literally outscored the whole Dallas Mavericks in the 3 quarters. Kobe had 62, ang Dallas naman 61. Katulad nga ni Klay Thompson na nagkaroon na din ng 60 in 3 quarters ay hindi na pinaglaro si Kobe ng 4th quarter dahil tambak na yung Dallas. We can only imagine kung gaano pa karami ang napuntos ni Kobe kung pinalaro pa siya. 70 points, 80 points, we can only imagine. Pangatlo ay ang 65-point game niya kontra Blazers. This game actually went to overtime kung saan tinalo ng Lakers ang Blazers 116-111. Kobe scored a total of 65 points with 23 in the first half, 9 in the third, 24 in the fourth, and 9 in overtime, going 23 of 29 field goal. 6 na tira lang ang minintis niya. Kobe was just impossible to guard in this game. Double team, triple team, lahat ng depensa binigay sa kanya ngunit hindi pa rin siya mapigilan. Kobe Bryant's next help sa Lakers, Lamar Odom na may 15 points. Literal na one-man team si Kobe post-Shaq and pre-Gasol era. The Lakers were actually trailing most of the game, and was there even a doubt that Kobe can perform in the clutch? Kobe made 4 straight threes in the clutch, forcing the game into overtime. At tinapos niya nga ang Blazers in overtime. Panglima ay walang iba kundi ang 81-point game ni Kobe kontra Raptors. This 81-piece is actually the second highest scoring output in the game behind Wilt Chamberlain's 100. Kobe did the impossible, scoring 81 with 26 in the first half and an impossible 55 in the second half alone. Kinailangan talaga ng Lakers lahat ng puntos ni Kobe dahil ang biggest lead nga ng Raptors this game ay around 18 in the third quarter. Reverse layup, clutch layup, catch and shoot, mid-range, post-up, blow-by, three-pointer, pull-up jumper, running dunk, 2 dribble shot, 1 dribble shot, ISO, lahat yan pinakita ni Kobe sa depensa ng Raptors. Shoutout kay Jalen Rose dahil sinubukan niya naman bantayan si Kobe. This game definitely elevated Kobe's legacy. Panguli ay ang 60-point game niya kontra Jazz at his final game. For sure, mas nakakabilib yung 81-point game ni Kobe, pero this game is the best in my opinion dahil sa sentimental value, the way the game went, at considering na ito na nga ang final game niya in his 20-year career in the NBA. Kobe, at 37 years old, is the oldest player to score 60 in an NBA basketball game. Dahil last game na nga niya, halos lahat na ng tira ay nasa kanya, shooting 22 of 50 field goal and 10 of 12 free throw. Hindi mo rin pwedeng sabihin na pabigay ito ng Jazz dahil a loss will guarantee them out of the playoffs. It's just a perfect ending for a perfect career. The Lakers were trailing by 10 late in the fourth quarter, but Kobe is Kobe. Kobe scored 15 in the final 3 minutes. Kobe hit the game-leading jumper with around 30 seconds to go and sealed the game with 2 free throws. Crowd was just crazy at talagang mararamdaman mo yung laro. Nandun yung pamilya niya, teammates at mga kaibigan, pati yung mga celebrity na umiidolo sa kanya. Sigurado ako na mahal si Kobe ng karamihan. Kobe's legacy will always be remembered. Kobe will never be forgotten. Kobe is forever.